Well, let's end the week by checking in with Brantford's Mayor, Kevin Davis, by the river to see how things are
Good
going.
morning,
Thanks,
Bob.
Kev. Good morning. You're looking good.
I'm out here for a hike right beside the river and what is probably the best rail trail system in Ontario. From this very point, I can go without going on a road to Paris, Cambridge. I can go to Hamilton. I even go down to Port Dover without going on a road. That's the extensive rail trail system we have here. So why I'm here is because we've reopened the system here. This area was very significantly damaged by the ice jam flood in 2018. Working with the GRCA, we've rejuvenated this. You can probably see behind me, we've repaved the trail, and it's right beside the river. It's gorgeous down here, Bob.
It looks gorgeous, and it's a beautiful morning to be out there. I'm jealous. We got a couple of positive, great news Brantford stories this week. Let's start with the fresh one this morning. Grand Erie District School Board announced $16.2 million in provincial funding for a new elementary school in southwest Brantford, and there's more to it than that.
Yeah, there is. And, that's so important to us because the Shelter Lane Southwest is going to be about 20,000 residents in about 5-6 years. That's a small city. And the schools there are way beyond capacity. So the provincial government announced this week that the school board's getting $16 million. But what's really neat is we've got a vision of developing that school with a community center and a library, because that whole area doesn't have a community center. So working with the school board, we've got a great vision to meet the needs of those residents. And it's already a large population there, but it's a very growing area of the city.
So that'll be a great community hub. And the other great news I alluded to, Brantford is booming. Housing starts on fire.
Yeah,
Maybe that's a bad term with housing construction.
We are on track to
there's a lot of builds.
Well, yeah, we're on track to have the best year ever in terms of building permits. I mean, there are some parts of our local economy that are doing really well. In fact, I'd say if someone's looking for a job, I mean, Brantford's the place to come. I have many employers tell me that they are looking for, no matter what your skill set, looking for people to work because our economy here is doing really well.
Yes. Is there a potential merger of Brantford Power with Energy Plus?
Yeah, so Energy Plus is, that's a hydro company owned by the city of Cambridge and North Dumfries. They actually serve the county of Brant and parts of Brantford, the parts annexed from the county of Brant. And so the board of directors of those two corporations have recommended that the councils, each of them, look at and consider a possible merger because of four potentials, they call them. Rates stable for 10 years, in fact, rates less than what they would be if we remain on our own. Two, being able to do, innovative things for customers because a larger business can do more innovative things. More revenue, dividends for each of the cities, which helps with property taxes. And probably the value of the shares increasing more rapidly. So we're going to decide whether we want to look at it. And then if we decide to do that, it'll be a months-long process looking at that, making sure those potentials are real and that we can negotiate terms that we need to protect our residents. So a very long process.
Yeah.
We'll decide in a couple of weeks whether we even want to look at it.
Okay. Another process is the 2021 budget. You're looking for public consultation?
Yes, we are. We got a great new budget program software that will allow people to actually build their own budget. And that'll give us a pretty good indication, like, for example, how much emphasis do people want us to put on police services, fire, that sort of thing. So it'll be a very helpful tool for counselors as we move forward and consider our budget for next year. That's going to have a lot of challenges as part of it.
Yeah, and how's the current budget in the pandemic? Is everything okay in terms of funding?
Yeah, because the amount the province and the federal government have given to us in Safe Restart, we should be okay for this year. We've deferred some capital projects. Next year is the big question mark.
Okay, well, we appreciate your weekly updates. Have a great weekend.
Well, Bob, come on down to Brantford in the weekend and try out our rail trail system.